I'm kind of not cool with this. I'm kind of getting creeped out. Oh, geez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give him. I don't know what the fuck you mean. What do you mean I'm a dummy? Like, I want to know, but I don't want to know. Fuck. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Oh, that's why she did it. Don't worry, Carnage. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Fucking eyes go black and twitchy and shit. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway. This shit bangs. Why don't we all share poems now? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I would start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if a rare opportunity for her. Which is itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Carnage. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember that poets express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy. Makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm gonna leave my girl Monica for last. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Like, so for some reason, something just went into my mind, and I don't want... I feel like I know what's going on. And I don't... Wait. My thought, and I'm going to share this with you guys, but don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Don't hint at it or anything. My thought is that I'm only able to impress these three girls and not Monica for a reason. And Monica said in the last part that she doesn't have a boyfriend or anything like that. So maybe she's pissed off at everyone else that I'm going after them. That she's actually killing everyone in the group. She's gonna end up killing each one of them, and it's gonna be her left alone, and then she's gonna fucking kill me or some shit like that. Like, yep, don't tell me. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I'm saying that mostly to myself. I know, I'm really thankful to you guys. Honestly, I'm really thankful for you guys to not be ruining this shit for me, because this seems really cool and a really in-depth story. And I'm kind of seeing different paths that it can take. And I'm excited to see which it's probably going to fuck me even more than I'm thinking it's going to fuck me. Excuse me. Or it's a girl that I don't fucking see. It's going to be like, all four girls are going to die, and then there's going to be like a fifth girl that comes and it's like, you never noticed me. Like, oh shit. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it meant to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect you to learn from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud. If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica. Hi, Carnage. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha! Don't worry, Carnage. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Carnage. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha 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 ha. They're all 18 if you want to just... They said they're 18. I don't know what you guys are getting at right now. Yeah. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling on to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Like most of you guys, fucking pervs. I'm into the big titties. Okay, I was like, yeah, I'm not reading into it. I'm still getting into anime. I'm brand new to anime. I watched Dragon Ball Z growing up, and just recently I watched Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan. There's another one. I'm missing another. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul, and now I'm in the middle of Naruto. I would say in the middle, but there's really a million fucking things or a million episodes to watch. And trust me, I've had a lot of people telling me Cowboy Bebop, telling me Sword Art Online. They've been telling me a lot of different shit. and I need to get to it, but right now I need to get through Naruto. So we'll talk about it later. But hey, some guys are into petite girls, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. I breathe. The air I breathe dissipates before reaching my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there, swallowing my fears. I brandish my pen. This is a different poem than last time. And it's kind of eerie. It's kind of an eerie one. I have a thought, but I'm going to leave it to myself. You fucking murderer. That's what I'm thinking. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Like, now that I have that thought in my head, I'm not going to stop fucking thinking that she's a murderer. Even if she's fucking innocent. Fuck! Don't say shit! Aha, it's okay. Yeah, like I said, my style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Excuse me. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today, and thanks for listening. Trust me, that's what I'm fucking saying. Like, those fucking green eyes. If I could pick her, I would have picked her right off the bat. But I still might have been... The music. But, like, it was a close first and second between Yuri and Monica. But I can't pick Monica. So I had to go Yuri. But those eyes and those titties. I mean, the spirit inside of her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk on one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Aw, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Carnage did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. This is why I fucking liked her. This is straight up why I liked her, because she's like, you know what? Fuck you. What? Like... So I eventually ended up making an hour-long video, because... Oh no, I like interacting with people. It's a lot of fun. Makes this a lot more worthwhile, and also like seeing your guys' reaction to how I'm reacting. And I greatly appreciate that you guys are not spoiling shit for me, because this is already like really cool. Trust me, for the first 2 hours, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do this, but this is cool so far. Which I haven't yet. And Carnage liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Cat fight, cat fight. Fucking rip each other's shirts off. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Carnage appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. In another fucking shot. I like her. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one with boobs magically grow size bigger as soon as Carter's showing up. And that's the reason why I was kind of torn on her. Like, she kind of stepped her way up a little bit, but then kept falling back. But this was one thing that she said that I was like, cool. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle... This music's fucking with me. Mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to... If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Carnage hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels over you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if, like, this music's really fucking with me. As if she just noticed I was standing here. Carnage, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Fuck. No, 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 no! No, 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 no. I don't like this. I don't like this. Hey Carnage, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ahaha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never had it in me to put my foot down against others. Like, I'm really fucking scared. Like, I don't know if I should be as creeped out and nervous as I am. But fuck. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. I mean, Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Fucking bawling. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Carnage, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyways, the meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president. I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. She's like, yeah, you're not fucking staying here alone with Carnage. You're wanting to jump on Carnage's bones, aren't you? Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Carnage. It would be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Like, I'm kind of glad I went with Natsuki this time, because I kind of want to think about happier shit. Because this is fucking creepy. Oh, you can see... Look at my puppy. Passed out. I fucked up my camera. My bad. Alright. Bunny. Fun. Candy. Vanilla. Oh. Didn't mean to double click. Lipstick. Vibrant. Oh. Parfait. Kiss. Boop. Bubbles. Heart. Peace. Shiny. Sugar. I don't want to woo these ladies. I want to run. I want to run. Comfort, smile, holiday, sparkle, bliss. I just want to run. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Carnage. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Look at the walls. Look at the walls. Okay. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because of sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Carnage? Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. Honestly, I wouldn't have looked at the walls. So I'm glad you told me because I wouldn't have noticed the walls at all. Just being honest. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken back about how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Fucking crazy bitch. Did you say something yesterday? Did you do something yesterday? Crazy bitch. Jeez. Whatever's... I heard a noise in my house. I think it was just my dryer. I'm gonna hope it was just my dryer. This game's making me a little on edge. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure is nothing. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyways if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid of you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Ahaha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ahaha. What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Ahaha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me credit more than I deserve. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but still not really good at it yet. Still? That must require a lot of dedication, and I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Carnage. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica. I'm not okay. Okay? So, are you okay, guy? Because I'm not. I'm fucking weirded out by this game. It's not just a game. This is real fucking life right here. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I need a sneeze or something. Gotta sneeze. Besides, Natsuki already run off into the closet. Carnage, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Damn, she's just trying to fucking cut her off quick. Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Fuck. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. This game's making me uneasy. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about a religious camp that is turned into a human experiment prison. Sorry, I was looking at the... Fucking shut up, Navi! Damn it. Alright. You guys are assholes. And the people trapped there have been... Like, this is a different book. Completely. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyways, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Carnage? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So, she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Hey, listen, what am I listening to? What's going on? Oh, listen for noises? I'm looking at the walls, but I'm not really seeing shit yet. Should I keep going as I'm waiting for the listen part? Oh, okay. Alright. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we are worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, you're fucking strange right now. Alright, crazy? And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Something appeared on the wall. It's making me like itch with anticipation of fucking shit going on. I mean, you didn't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, is it fine? It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I wanted you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Like I said, I'm not gonna notice the shit on the walls because, like, I'm not good like that. I need to focus or else I'm fucked. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I'm just going different. I'm going different than what I'm thinking is right. That way I can... I want to try different shit because I know a lot of people have done this a certain path. And I want to see everything. I want to try and see everything I can. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that it makes it more difficult to turn the page. Here. Show me those titties. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I was thinking about your titties. Are you ready to feel them? I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels almost like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of each page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I didn't relate to the character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things and things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why I came to that in my head. Ahaha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. She's all, I like being next to you. I feel you watching my titties bounce up and down. What on earth was that about? Carnage? Did something just happen right now? I have no idea. Yuri was just acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? No, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. Nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Another thought. What if there's the 3 places, so I was going towards Yuri the most the first time, and Sayori the second most. They killed off the second most person that I liked. Because I was obviously going for Yuri most and Sayori second. So they killed off... I don't know. Alright, if you say so. Because if she fucking dies right now, I'm going to be pissed. I don't know what the fuck a waifu is. I know that's a term for, like, anime stuff, but I don't know it. Why don't we start sharing our problems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Our problems? Poems. Yeah. Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then I slip back into my bag. Is it gonna do that shit again? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Fuck you too. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending more time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. I'm gonna ignore what you said. Just, Craig, yep. Well, I choose, are you talking about like while I'm reading their poems? Because I've been changing that up a lot. Why did you come read with me today? Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Carnage, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh my god. I legit got goosebumps from that shit. God damn. Ugh. 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 Fuck. Hi again, Carnage. You didn't just see what the fuck happened in front of my goddamn eyes, Monica? Maybe you should pay more fucking attention. Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. This boy keeping them feels all inside, just like me. Wholesome Monica will protect you. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Like, I want to read through it fast. That way I'm not... I don't know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Carnage. I was going ooh in my head while writing it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I've made great choices, okay? Great choices. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time. So I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too. I'm nervous about reading hers because her last one was fucking weird. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Excuse me. The noise, it won't stop. Violent gravity. Violent, grating. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. I like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Endless of meaningless. Delete her. Ah! Just... Nope, not what I meant to do. I'm just... It was the same poem... It was the same poem as last time, but minor changes. I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. Remind me to fucking delete her. That chick is dead and she's gone. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Can I just stop playing this game? Like... That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. Ahahaha. Was I actually, like, legit supposed to save right there? What is this? Wait. Alright, hold on one second. What is that? Can you hear me? There's a little devil inside of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess. Here, I'm gonna make this bigger for you guys, if I can. Font. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host. Seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire. Into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Yeah, saving the game, she said, like, oh, every time she fucking... So every time she gives advice, it's actual advice. Like, I thought it was just writing advice. Oh! But yeah, I got that, and now I got this. I got this 346, so I got this a little while ago, too. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now. But that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? This game. This game is fucking trippy, man. Alright. Ahaha. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Oh, this is a long one. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axe, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears of ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotations of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. You're welcome for reading the whole thing, but I wish I wouldn't read the whole thing because they're fucking creepy. Ah ha ha ha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I take it out on the pen. Ah, that is a pen. That is a pen full out of your backpack yesterday. So I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. Ah ha ha. I'm okay. What did I just? Can we pretend this conversation never happened? This is fucking weird. Can you keep the poem though? Nothing is real. Question mark. I'm fucking like I'm straight up like getting goosebumps playing this game. Okay, everyone. Like how this stream has been going for 4 hours and I'm not like I've been playing this game for 4 hours straight. And I'm just getting more and more hooked. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Carnage joined and we started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? So what's great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Mitsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where you can express them, be a place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. You know, I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why I'm like fucking up right now. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Carnage? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Carnage to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Carnage joined. As for me, I just liked it better here than I do at home. And Carnage isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all. Excuse me. But you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Carnage want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed much enthusiasm as Monica showed, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Carnage, why did you even join this club? 'Cause the titties? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? The titties. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice. You weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about your word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking it away. No, Carnage, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would just have joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing her things up. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Oh! Oh! I should do my best to consider everyone, to make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Carnage? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. Don't move right now! Dog's moving and scaring me. This is just fucking scary. I decide I'm kind of looking up at the wall. I'm kind of looking up at the walls looking for shit, and I'm not seeing shit. But I could be missing it. I need to turn the fucking fan off, because I'm already getting fucking goosebumps and shit. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think that it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their... I am seeing that. She's fucking crying blood. Look at Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. Huh? Excuse me. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. No, it's so creepy. Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Carnage? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat with Carnage a little bit before we leave. Like, she's gonna do something fucking creepy, isn't she? Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the room. I'm gonna hit enter. Something's gonna fucking go crazy. Heart's racing right now. Things have been hectic today, haven't they? Carnage, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm responsible for that as president. Ugh! And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Ahaha. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because but in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. But there are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No. Wait. Wait!